behind you.
Yep. What's up, people? How's everybody doing? Do we have sound yet? Still no sound. How did you not have sound? There was sound playing. How's everybody doing? That's weird. Do we have sound yet? I don't know. No sound. How did you not have sound? There was sound playing. How's everybody doing?
You're fine.
Yep, perfectly fine.
Stork said, sound now. He won't have to fart to test it.
All the fart testing has been done prior to the program. I hope everybody's having a good fart program. And welcome to the open mic, people.
That side over there is...
Sound is so loud. What?
That right there on that side is really bad. Right behind you. It's super grainy.
Yeah.
It's speckling. Even your head is speckling. Your lighting is not working, whatever you have it set up.
Yeah, I don't know what the fucking lighting problem is. It's not my fucking whatever. I don't give a fuck, actually. I don't know what you want from me, Leo. I'm not the guy.
Take it off of green. You have it on green light. I think that's what's doing it. It's messing with it.
Yeah.
You change the color of the green light.
How about just none? That's perfect. That works. Okay, so how's everybody doing?
What?
Nice to see you all. Our internet is sucking balls right now, so that's always good. Yes, I have the booby shirt on for you guys. If you didn't know, that's what that is. Booby. I wasn't really just showing you my boobies, but I was. All right. So,
I made that booby shirt.
She did. Not sure what the fucking deal is with the internet or anything. Why it's being strange. But it is, and that's to be expected. Kind of just expect it now.
Why don't you fix the background?
What am I supposed to do about the background? I don't know why the lighting is so drastically different right now. Maybe it's because the doors are all the way open or something that's blocking some of it. I don't know. I don't know at all. I have a green screen. Well, thank you.
No, it's because you have the green light on, Steve. I told you that. The light is green, but it's not working. Gore needs a wrench, Stephen, for... Just put it on the light.
Okay, so welcome to the open mic, everybody. I'm still all nice and fuzzy, so that's good. There, that's better-ish.
What the heck?
Whatever. So anyhow, how's everybody doing? How you doing out there? It's good to see you. People need wrenches. Wrenches need to be given to people. I don't know what that means.
Gore doesn't have a wrench. You know what that means?
I can't. Anybody that wants to perform, please let us know, and we're gonna put that link right in the friggin' jammy right now for the people to get ratified and get on up in there and to do the damn thing. There you go. And let's see.
Usually,
Who am I trying to reach? Gore, son of none.
and you pin that
Add moderator.
StreamYard link.
It just took me out of there like completely.
Out of where?
It just brought me to the StreamYard.
No, that's not. Let's see.
Yeah. Lady Alex. She's the first one. She jumped right in, both feet. She ain't scared.
She's not scared?
She ain't scared. All right.
She's not scared of us?
I don't think she is.
Hello.
Drew jumped right in there too. Hello, Lady Alex. Nice to see you.
Testing.
You sound good. How do we sound? We sound okay?
Yeah.
We're all fuzzy, but whatever.
Can I do another giveaway?
You can pretty much do whatever the hell you want, lady.
All right.
You
Now,
earned it.
I'm going to do this again. It's always in honor of Steve. Steve, this is a question, a rock and roll trivia question. It's a Rolling Stones trivia question. And the first person that gets it gets a handmade ceramic wind chime. It's beautifully made. My mother made it. It has like lavenders and beautiful ethereal colors. And it's a peace dove wind chime.
Oh, that's even cooler.
And it's beautiful.
Steve, you better know the answer.
I will know the answer, but I can't play.
No,
you have to guess. Chances are I will know the answer. But
he'll know the answer.
That's part of the fun.
Now, so I'm going to should I wait until there's more people or should I do it now?
I think,
should I wait for that?
Yeah. Why don't we wait until after you do
my thing? Okay.
Yeah. And then,
yeah, everyone's not here yet.
All right.
11 people here. So
should I do my
I mean,
thing?
it may not even materialize past 11, but you know what I mean? Let's wait a couple minutes anyway.
You want me to wait to do my thing in a few minutes or what?
No, you can do your thing.
Oh.
But I'm saying by the time you get to the end of that,
all right.
let's wait for the giveaway.
It's a little long. It's like 5 minutes maybe or something.
No, that's cool. Do you need me to do you need me to pull anything up so people can read along, or do you want to just read it?
Yeah, could you because
I can have it splits or whatever so that
could you?
Yeah.
It's the Katie Johnstone thing I sent you from the last time. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get it.
All righty.
1 second here. With our
and the peace dove wind chime connects with what I'm reading tonight. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna probably know the answer.
No, she won't. No.
Nope.
Now, and it has nothing to do with intelligence or whatever. It's like an age thing and being like a music crazed nut hell, person. Like you're focused on the stuff. Like,
sure.
Do you know they used to have a game called Rock and Roll Jeopardy years ago?
Yes, I do remember that.
It was so much fun.
I used to like all the musical things, like all the game shows and stuff when I was a kid, like, name that tune and all these different things that we used to do. It's like, those are that was the shit, man. I really dug that stuff.
I was never good at that stuff.
Okay.
I love regular Jeopardy. I love it when I get the answers and they don't.
Jesus Christ.
And I usually just do like the pop culture and music stuff. I get a lot of stuff, but like American history and other stuff I don't get,
Okay. Small acts of sedition.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see her. Pull it up on the thingy. Share screen. Window. Brave tab.
And this will also introduce people to Caitlin Johnstone as well. If nobody here knows who she is, she's like the #1 person that does commentary on this world, and she's brilliant. She's out of Australia, and she's incredible.
Yep. I would agree with that. Okay, let's see. Now yeah,
Should
I can
start?
just scroll along as you go.
All right. Okay, so I'm reading this preface. I'm going to preface to say a lot of us are very disheartened by what's been going on for years, and now especially we feel powerless because we are to change everything and make things right. So I thought by reading this would express not only that, but gives maybe some help us deal with it. So, okay, should I start now?
Sure.
All right. So
I know.
it's not easy being someone who cares about the world and opposes the status quo. It's a series of disheartening failures and crushing disappointments amid an endless deluge of information saying that everything is getting worse and worse. The environment keeps degrading. Ruling power structures keep getting more and more controlling. Capitalism gets more and more imbalanced and exploitive. World powers get closer and closer to mass military confrontation of unspeakable horror. And what do we get when we try to oppose these things? Letdown after letdown. Politicians we support lose their elections, often after brazen interference from the very power structures we'd hoped they'd oppose. Political organizing breaks down in sectarian infighting. Activist leaders get caught up in sex scandals. Agendas we help push for fizzle into impotence. Power wins time after time. What passes for the left in the English-speaking world is basically either controlled opposition or a glorified online hobby group, or both. The real left has been so successfully subverted by power that the mainstream public doesn't even know what it is anymore. Most think the left is either a mainstream political party that's wholly owned and operated by the empire, or a loose bunch of vaguely related ideas like having pink hair or saying your pronouns. The left really has been so successfully dismantled that it's almost been purged from memory. Every time, at every turn, power wins and the people lose. After a while, it starts to feel like you're bashing your head against an immovable object. Some people fall down after a few hard bashes. Some don't get back up again. Others keep bashing away, becoming harder and harder and more miserable and neurotic the longer they go at it. And most people don't even know any of this is happening. That's what can really make it hard. You talk to your loved ones about what you're seeing and they just get uncomfortable or look at you like you're crazy. They don't see the problems you're pointing to because none of the places they're getting their information from tell them it's happening, because the powerful control those information sources. As Terence McKenna put it, the cost of sanity in this society is a certain level of alienation. And as Marshall McLuhan put it, in the land of the blind, the one-eyed man is a hallucinating idiot. And it sucks. No matter how you slice it, it sucks. It sucks watching this massive juggernaut slowly devour your world and see everyone's attempts to stop it fail, and to have most people in your life not understand it or even see what it is you're pointing to. So what can you do? Is there a way to beat the bastards? Is there a way to stop the machine in its tracks and turn this thing around? Well, no, not right this moment anyway, and not by yourself. The machine's far too big, far too entrenched, and its control over information systems means you're not going to get help from other people in the numbers that you will need them. It's just you and a few others against an entire globe-spanning power structure. But that doesn't mean you're powerless, and it doesn't mean there's nothing you can do. It just means you're not going to be single-handedly knocking out the bad guy and saving the world in some grand, ego-pleasing way, like an action hero in some stupid Hollywood movie. What you can do as an individual is cultivate a habit of committing small acts of sedition, making little paper cuts in the flesh of the beast, which add up over time. You can't stop the machine by yourself, but you can sure as hell throw sand in its gears. Giving a receptive listener some information about what's going on in the world. Creating dissident media online. Graffiti with a powerful message. Amplifying an inconvenient voice. Sharing a disruptive idea. Supporting an unauthorized cause. Organizing towards forbidden ends. Distributing literature, creating literature, having authentic conversations about real things with anyone who can hear you. Every day, there's something you can do after you start pointing your creativity at cultivating this habit. You'll surprise yourself with the innovative ideas you come up with. Even a well-placed meme or tweet can open up a bunch of eyes to a reality they'd previously been closed to. Remember, they wouldn't be working so frantically to restrict online speech if it didn't pose a genuine threat to the empire. People tend to overestimate how much they can accomplish in a day, but sorely underestimate how much they can accomplish over a span of several years. Finding little ways to undermine the oppression machine every day gradually adds up to hundreds of acts of defiance in a year, which after a few years becomes thousands. Do this and then relax. Don't expect yourself to save the world on your own. You're only human and there's only one of you. You can only do what you can do, and humanity will either make the leap into health or it won't. Just exert influence over the things you can exert influence over. And outside that little sphere of influence, you've got to let go and let be. Don't put any unfair or unreasonable pressures on yourself. Perpetrate regular small acts of sedition and then surrender to whatever life brings. I personally see many reasons to hold out hope that we can bring that machine crashing down together one day.
Fuck yeah. That's really so well written. Just powerful shit, man. Like, for real. Everybody fucking just listen for a second and process that.
Yeah, that's really good.
It's just said so succinctly, you know. That's the shit.
Yeah, that was really, really
Shout out Caitlin Johnstone.
Yeah, it's really needed to hear that, you know, to remind people that, you know, like we can't tackle everything all at once, but, you know, over time and just having doing what we're doing now and what we do, you know, like it's what we have to keep doing it. It's amazing. She's well written.
Yeah.
She wrote that really well.
That's usually the case. She's a boss.
We have some new people with us.
Yay.
New people.
Becca C is new.
You read that really well too. Thank you, Lady Alex. That was excellent.
Yeah, it makes it more powerful.
Thank you. Do you want me to split and come back with my giveaway or do it now?
No, let's give it a shot. What the hell? There's more people here now. Why not? Right?
Oh, I'll repeat what the giveaway is.
All right. Entice everyone.
I don't have it with me. I have it bubble wrapped in another place. But I have a beautiful handmade piece of ceramic, mostly lavender with other colors, beautiful, peaceful wind chime.
That's awesome.
And I'm going to give it away. And what you could do is before whoever gets the answer first, just email Lucky and Steve and give them your address, and I will send it to you.
Beautiful. All right. So now there's a magic question. There's a question you have to answer. You have to know the
First
answer.
person.
The first person who answers correctly in the chat will win the thing.
All right.
The beautiful piece of wind chime.
You ready?
Lay it on them.
All right. In honor of Stever's wonderful, I'm still thinking about that incredible Dead Flowers song from the other night. I mean, unbelievable. I was just blown away. And I think a lot of other people felt the same way.
Wow, you're too sweet. Thank you.
Just incredible. So in honor of that and the Stones, all right. Keith Richards, of course, you know, is a member of the Rolling Stones.
Yep.
He has his own band that he plays with sometimes. What is the name of Keith Richards' band?
Oh, come on. This is the easy one, you guys.
First
Come
person.
on.
Let's go. No googly boogly.
Right? Come on.
Who's gonna get it?
Come on, Fred Edward. Why don't you know this? Why haven't you already said it? Mutual aid.
We're getting some
The
some
New
answers.
Barbarians, Miguel says. Come on, somebody wager a guess.
Burned out. What is that?
Burned out what?
Septum.
Burned out septum.
Stolen bones.
Stone and bones.
Rumpelstiltskin. Hot tamales.
He's, to be fair, if they name a different one than you're thinking of, he's had a couple of fucking.
This is the one he tours
Side
with
band.
now.
Yeah.
And this is the one that makes music and albums and appearances and all that.
Should we give him a hint? Like who plays the drums on?
No.
No.
I'll give a hint.
Doc Terminus.
Doc Terminus.
So
You get it?
Say the question again.
What is the name of Keith Richards' band? He has his own band.
Keith and the Rick Rollers.
Mutual Aid said the Dirty Mac. Jumping Jack Flash.
Wow.
Drew said Dirty Mac.
I'm really surprised at you guys.
I am
And,
shocked.
I am shocked and a little disappointed.
Yeah, me too.
Don't be disappointed.
Well, I mean, come on. I know there's a 30. There's a 30 second. Yeah, if you give one hint is gonna ruin. If I would have told them who the drummer is, anybody who's like a Keith head at all would be like, oh god.
Really? If you told them who the drummer was, they would get it?
I think maybe anybody who's current.
There's some answers coming in, Steve. Are you seeing them? Keith Richards and the expensive.
Miguel.
Who got it?
Miguel H. Miguel H. Well
Miguel
done.
said, I don't know in the beginning. Like he
Yeah.
said, I don't know in the beginning.
Wino.
I think he googly boogly.
Oh, maybe possibly.
But I'm not
There was a-
judging.
There was a lot of time. The traveling dingleberries, Papa said. That's a slightly different, dirtier band.
He said I Googled it.
He admitted it. Oh, man. Do we have to have a disqualification? Referees, what do the judges say?
I'm going to wait a minute.
Expensive winos. We might have to have a second question.
I'm doing a second. Boobily boobily. Here comes another question. I'll make it easier.
All right. How about this? Since I already mentioned it, who is the drummer?
I don't know that. No.
Come on.
No. Hold on.
We're gonna do an alternative question. Nobody got the first one.
Well,
this is how we do it.
Miguel should get a consolation prize for being honest.
Absolutely.
Miguel,
Right?
email us and we will send you something.
Yeah.
Seriously.
I'll send you something from the Lucky Burrito stuff.
Give me a
Let's see.
moment. Doodly doodly
Fred
doo.
Edwards said the answer is Rumpelstiltskin.
I like the traveling dingleberries.
That's a pretty good one too.
All right. This
All
is
right.
so easy. Come on.
What?
Come on, please. All right. Here's the question. Which famous artist designed the cover of the Rolling Stones Sticky Fingers album in addition to the brand's famous lips and tongue logo? Go.
Come on. You can do it. Did
Ghost Art said something here. Did you see what he
what
said?
did Ghost Art say? I don't know. I'm saying
Which
trying to
famous artist designed the cover of the Rolling Stones Sticky Fingers album in addition to the brand's famous lips and tongue logo?
Yep.
Hint, he's no longer alive.
I said Andy Warhol.
Yes.
Yeah. Very good, Oz.
Do you know how much it's going to cost me to send that thing to Australia? God.
Oh my God.
She just roped herself into sending $50
Fuck.
to Australia.
Oh my God. So
Hey, I
lucky
got a job.
Jared got it.
But Oz is like the coolest
it first?
Australian you could send something to. I mean, he's like top tier Aussie right there, dude.
Yeah. Did he get it first?
I think he did. Who else? Did anybody else say it?
Popeye said it was first. Popeye said it first.
Well, you can
Popeye
see
said it first?
on the
I don't
chat.
know.
He did. Popeye
Oh, he
said
did.
it. Popeye said
Popeye
it
got
first.
Popeye did.
Yep.
All right, Pop.
He said Warhol. I didn't see that.
I didn't see it either.
Oh, I
I
would've
scrolled
said
back.
that
Okay, so
Australia.
he wrote Warhole. Like
well, whatever.
HOLE. So
It
I was
doesn't
like,
matter.
That's close. enough.
I didn't. I missed it.
But that's good trivia. I mean, a lot of people don't know that, you know?
Yeah, that's fun too.
That's why
All
you're
right,
supposed to
so-
be paying attention to this, Steve.
So, Popeye, send your address to Stever, and I'll send you that.
We have his address.
I got
Okay,
Popeye's
I'll
address.
send
Go
that to
send it.
you.
Absolutely.
My dead mother made it. She was an artist.
That's awesome.
I have to say that so it doesn't sound so bad. You know, it doesn't hurt so bad. Anyway, so
it
that's
doesn't hurt so bad. I remind myself that she's dead, so it doesn't hurt so bad. What?
just to think about it. Ugh. Anyway, so as an aside, before I go, I went yesterday to get my physical at the VA. It was horrible. I had to walk into the federal facility, and all these cars had like these colors don't run and all these American jingoistic.
Oh my God. All the
a lot of and it's like all American. And I walk in there, and it's the same place, the veterans, and the workers, and so I go get the physical, and it was okay. And then the nurse asked me, it's a remote job. I work from home. So the nurse asked me, I need your COVID card.
What?
I said, the VA in New York that I'm working for didn't ask for that.
Yeah.
And why are you asking? Oh, that's okay.
Oh, it's okay. Never mind.
Never mind.
What?
And then I had to go and give a drug test, which I had to go. You know what they do? They color they have someone escort you and stand in the bathroom with you. You put all your belongings in a locker, and then you go into a stall and it has blue water in it. And she says, don't flush. So you go in there and do your thing and give it to her, and she has to stand with you the whole time until, you have to initial it and send it off.
Very, very fucking, surveilled. Just surveilled. Here's the sample. It is come untouched from my glands to your,
Isn't it insane?
to your hands.
It's very sickening.
What the fuck?
But anyway, so I went through all that, and they took blood for TB test and some other stuff, and then I left, and I was so happy I wasn't going to have to deal with working there anymore. So yeah, I don't like that place.
That's so invasive.
Let's add some people to this stream. We got some people in there. We got Drew.
Who's that?
Drew's listening to us on the speaker, so he's going to echo.
Oh, well, anyway, I'll let everyone go. I just want to say I'm glad I was able to say that, because I know we all feel very upset and frustrated and powerless about the world. And I'm going to send you the piece of beautiful handmade wind chime, Popeye.
Popeye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Brian Carroll, ladies and gentlemen. Way to go. Thanks, lady. Alex.
Have a good night.
And where'd the thing go? There we go. I got it. I fixed it.
Hooray.
Drew.
Drew, what up?
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
I'm not too bad. I was pleasantly pleased when you turned on the live event. I was like, oh man, I was like, now we got to buy you one of those dust suits because man, oh man, you would be so efficient. Just send you through a grocery store, you clean the whole place up in like
Oh my
5
God.
minutes.
Dust bunnies don't
So
have
you
a
need to
fucking chance.
You guys need to give context to what you're talking about.
Well,
'cause no one else has any idea.
Well, no, everybody does.
No,
I
now
started,
everybody does.
I
That was here at
started
the
with that
beginning.
picture.
Oh, okay.
This
then
one
I got
here.
out of the loop then.
There we go.
Oh my God.
So what happened today is
My
that
legs look really good though in this picture. I like.
we were cleaning today, and like and Drew's like, yeah, your beard must be good for that. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why would you use that? Doesn't make any sense. Why would your beard like be good for that?
as he goes back and forth, it would just do it all on its own.
Oh my God.
Very.
And then you guys did that whole thing.
They look like pencils, she said. Elle said. I don't know. I like how it matches my beard.
It really does.
Oh,
like
snow leopard.
Yeah,
We love you too.
That's a nice looking.
It's a hot look for you, Steve.
It's a hot look for winter.
And your eyes look really good too.
Well, thanks, Al. If your winter of death is a little chilly, perhaps you need a dust bunny collecting suit like that. Because
Peaches, what are you?
Winter is coming up quick. I mean, you don't want to be the last one without a coat.
winter is coming.
Do you want to go say hi to Drew and Elle?
We say that right now, but I don't want to ever say that again. I'm so glad that I don't live up north anymore. It's like it kind of snows or gets.
All right, shut up. I hate you. Fucking winter sucks, dude.
I don't miss it at
I
all.
don't like it.
I don't.
I like it less than a fucking cockatoo on my shoulder.
I like showing up and
talking
going
about
snowboarding, and then I get back on a plane and I go home.
Yeah, even that. Like, okay, skiing, snowboarding, something like that, going down the mountain really fast. I guess so. Maybe if I'm tripping on mushrooms or something. But other than that, I'm not going to do it. It's not that much fun. Playing in the snow.
Agrees.
Playing in the snow, tripping balls and throwing, fucking snowballs and shit. Fuck yeah, all day. Jumping from the fucking snow into the heated pool and back out and shit.
That's
fucking night long, drinking champagne. Let's go. But as far as skiing at the ski resort, not so much.
We used to go play.
Throw in the pool, keep the cap on it stays fine.
we would go trip and we would just go run around the woods and play Spotlight at nighttime in the winter. That's fun. Awful.
That's fun. Insane. You could really get hurt. You can fall and slip and die. You
lost. The woods were so dense there. It was like such a bad idea, and you'd hear somebody screaming by partway through the night, and you'd have to go find somebody who'd be like sitting next to a tree.
Nobody found me. It's morning.
How is Peach's head? I guess you said it's like static, but it looks like Peach's head is on fire or something. It's awesome.
It's got the fuzzy blizzard thingy.
I like it. I like it.
It's a handsome bird.
So now I'm trying to remember.
All right.
I've done too many things lately. I don't even remember what I did last week.
I know. I like the one that you made for Fridays. That's pretty cool.
Show them my gourd.
Yeah.
She's out of her gourd mind, you guys.
Look at the size of that gourd.
She's out of her gourd.
It's huge. It really is that big.
It looks like a giant pear. I like it.
That's what she said.
Ha ha ha. It does though.
I'm gonna make
like a big pear.
I'm gonna make a basket out of this.
No.
I think I'm gonna carve it.
I got your pear hanging.
So that I can use it to collect mushrooms.
Yes. You had me at mushrooms.
They might not be the psychedelic
Easy
kind.
sell. Easy sell.
Easy. Easy peasy. Ladies and gentlemen, Oz Whistles joined the lobby. I know I can't have everybody, but I like to have all the people on because they can talk and fucking be
why not?
goofballs and silly, and it's fun.
Hey, Oz. I keep
Whistles.
every time I see Oz, I tell him he's got to hurry up and get a band lab so he can upload some of his original stuff so that I can use it to cut into rap songs.
so I can plagiarize it immediately.
Immediately.
No, I'm looking forward to it. I just got to find the right headspace to, because I'm going to have to learn the ropes. You see.
Yeah, it's pretty cut and dry though. It's like if you played with any multi-tracking thing, it looks like that, and like turning things on and off and finding new things. That's where the rabbit hole is like the samples. There's just thousands and thousands and thousands of pieces of music.
What I'm afraid of is the bloody thing will kidnap me and I'll just lose another 2 years down the hole.
That is a risk, my friend. That is a risk. I see that in myself. I can see myself with these Goofy's 1970s headphones never coming off again. Just, trying to sync up.
I had reason for a while. You know that synthesizer thing with all the patch cables and stuff?
Yeah.
That was brilliant. I spent 2 years lost in that.
Yeah, those things are so
and then they wouldn't upgrade it. They wanted me to pay for it all over again.
Dope.
The bar stewards.
Rotten no good sons of bitches.
Sons of bitches.
So ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna have Drew do a thing. Are you ready, Drew? To do a thing?
Anytime, whenever
all right.
you
Drew
are ready, my
is
friend.
fucking ready.
I got a few songs. I don't remember which ones I've done that I've actually shown on here, but I believe now we did not show the theme for Evil, so I believe that has to happen.
Oh yeah,
that has to go down.
I was thinking about symptying that up with some like actual caricatures of the fucking evil people.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to video it up to.
We could spin it. You could spin it anyway, just the music.
Yeah, I feel like it needs to be heard. And maybe one of them is better at it than us, and we'll say, hey, let me do it for you real quick.
A good point.
And that would be fantastic. So let's
I will pull us out of here and give you the driving and
city boo boo. We are in the share mode, and I think we'll start with this. Good thing it's
Okay.
Jilly Love.
Whoa, that was trippy.
By the way, do you know how fucking great it is that do you know how great it is and how fucking happy I am for you that you fucking came?
Wow.
I know.
Whoa, what was that?
I don't know.
That
But
was Tim Dillon. It looks like. Hold on there.
Tim Dillon's here.
Apparently, I have him on mine.
Timmy Dillon. You little.
So, could you hear it at all, or was there something wrong?
What the thing wrong was? We got to do it. We got to play it from the thing. It was playing over your microphone instead of over the.
I just unplugged my microphone to make sure that shit didn't happen again. And this time, I'm going to make sure I hit mute before I share my screen.
Mm-hmm.
There you go, my friend. That's all it was. It was like it was doing.
I was trying to be fancy with my new nice mic, but I blew it.
It was the sounding far away thing.
I think it's so weird that you guys do.
Oh,
that.
good.
Creepy.
Then it's still far away for everybody, and now we still have time to make it perfect. Because I think you even went back over and made it so you could hear the names you were saying better. Am I correct?
I think so. I may have done that.
That was just the second version right there. Anyway, that was just because I have nothing better to do.
If somebody does want to do cool visual video editing, we're looking for someone that maybe wants to do that and contribute to their work, because the visual effects, you can make a cool video out of it. As a collaboration. So if somebody does like to do that, or like let's collaborate on that. I just love that you guys can do this and that you guys have that. It was Gore, who's in our chat. He said he would be probably in and out. He's the one who told us about Band Labs and sent us over there.
Yep.
Well, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's really cool because, like, just by him suggesting it, got like a bunch of us over there doing really cool stuff. And anyone can join over there if anyone's interested in it. Please, find Steve on there, and you can find Drew and everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if anyone's into video editing and wants to make a cool video to go with some of the music or some of the spoken word, like let's do it. If I knew how to do it, I probably would.
It's been a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed watching a lot of the things that people have done, and I've heard a lot of cool things. And heck, remember how to tie a tie again? And
I know, right?
It's stunning to me, the things that I learned.
That was Brian. That was Popeye.
Yeah.
Showed us how to.
And see, now he gets a wind chime for showing up. What a
now
guy.
He's got a wind chime. Exactly. Everybody gets a trophy. Let's go.
Yeah, I think we're gonna start doing a giveaway.
Check this out. I just made this. This super short.
Yeah, I just saw that one. Yeah, go for it.
Are you ready? Don't close your eyes.
Oh, your EDM stuff is the best.
It's fucking weird. Okay.
It's funny because when you put the weirder the stuff is, you like type it in and then you send it over and you put in that it's electronic music or like tech music and stuff like that. And the weird people like it, and they come over and they're like, "Oh yeah, this one's really good."
Yeah.
Like I went over and I was looking at the timeline thing, just looking at people's stuff, listening to different songs, and I'm like, I was like, listening to mine, I'm like, man, I should be in pretty good shape because I don't think all that highly of me, but I was listening to some of the other people's music that have a lot of views, and I'm like, wow, who knows?
I think it's just about putting out a thing that's cool and interesting. It doesn't have to be super long or anything. It's just something cool that people can incorporate into other shit that they're doing or whatever. You know what I mean? Making little chunks. That's why I thought that was neat, because it's only fucking 30 seconds long or whatever, but it's just like What the fuck is that? It's just,
Yeah,
it's
and
like
then
a
you
little
can turn
tiny
it on or
movie. It's
off,
like a little
like-
fucking movie of information, you know? It's just
Yeah. I like how you can turn it on or off too. Like if you don't want somebody to take it from you, you can turn the fork thing off, and then they can't take it from you. But you know what? If they do, and then they use it, when they put their stuff out, it says your name on it too. Like
Exactly.
so, it automatically gives you your credit. So
That's really
I
awesome.
don't know, not too shabby.
it's a cool way to do it for sure.
Yeah, it's a really cool way to collaborate and do music that's like indie music that's not on label, and you know, you get to, you know, you give credit where it's due, and that's what's really freaking cool.
It is kind of funny, that whole Jon Stewart thing. Like he like it seemed like he almost got like some cred back for talking smack during fucking Rona. And then now he's awarding Ukrainian Nazis at Disney World. Okay.
Yeah, he's not doing
So you fucking suck balls, dude. You're
Yeah.
fucking sellout, complete fucking
But he
neo
might not have even
liberal
known.
fucking
Can you
fuck.
imagine? He's Jewish himself. Can you imagine? Like they set him up
That's what I mean.
to
He's
be the one to have to give the medal. Like
It's like
It's
he's
really
the guy to
messed
bring
up.
the Jews and the Nazis together. Finally. Finally.
Oh no!
Thanks, Comedy Central.
I don't. Well,
What the
Oh.
fuck?
set him up, or did he know? You know, what I mean, like that.
It's pathetic.
Well,
So sad.
well.
All right, let's get Elle up here. Let's get Elle up here for one. And
we'll bring Drew back.
and we'll bring Drew back for another thing.
Yeah,
He's
I got
other
like
things to
4
share.
things I could show. So
All right. I'm gonna
Show off.
pull me out of here.
You're in the right place.
You're in the
To
exact.
show
You're lucky this mic is open.
I was kind of hoping to get mine done, and not do one and then another and all that, because I have to. I'm tired, so I can't stay a whole long time. But I did have 2 poems that are very, very short, and the 9/11 thing. So, if you don't mind, I would like to start with the poems that are very, very quick, and then get to the 9/11 thing, which will blow your mind if you haven't read it. Okay, so this is a poem that I wrote. When did I write this? That's not the thing. You know, the thing. Where's the thing? Oh, there's the thing. LibreOffice. Okay, LibreOffice. Okay, I wrote this on January 8th, 2014. It's called Win Lose. It's kind of related to shit going on. You win, I lose. Guess now I should sing the blues. I suck, you rule. Guess now you're feeling really cool. You win, I lose. Guess it's not really news. I suck, you rule. Guess you gotta be kind to be cruel. I lose, you win. I'm not gonna say it again. You rule, I suck. You know I don't really give a fuck. I lose, you win. Oh shit, I went and said it again. You rule, I suck. Now it's time for you to pass the buck. So that's the thing I wrote, just for no particular reason. And now I'll get to the thing that I wrote that's actually published, that I told you about last time. Well, not last time, but one time I said, when I was talking about the things I was published in, I was published in this literary journal, Lispector Literary Journal, which also has a couple things with Tara Reid, so you might know her. This issue is from winter 2020, issue 4. I don't think we got a whole lot of issues of this because of, well, some stuff happened. But anyway, shout out to Jerome if he ever sees this, because he is the one behind this whole outfit. And I knew him way, way back when he was protesting with the like Occupy movement and stuff and getting put in jail in LA. And then he moved. And now he's somewhere else. But we found each other through my website, my photo website, and then I got to know him again through email, and that's how we got back in touch. So anyway, this is a poem I wrote in winter 2020, or I got published then, which is kind of about shit going on. So it's called Breakthrough. We're on the same book, but not the same page. You say you love me, then walk away. I spoke your name into existence. Now nothing ever makes sense. The world around us crumbles down as we're inches away from hitting the ground. Who's going to hold us now? Who's going to let us out? We're in a prison of our own creation. Look at this cage. You say we need you, so we just stay. I spoke out in resistance. Now I'm jumping over the fence. The world around us bursts into flames as you treat it all just like a game. Who's going to put it out? Who's going to help us now? And that's kind of about the government, if you didn't notice. So, and the fake love that we all have experienced. Anyway, on to the 9/11 situation. This is what I've referred to. I've talked about this a little bit in the comments or in the chat about Dave McGowan was an excellent truth teller who published a book about Laurel Canyon and all that shenanigans in the music industry. And he also had a blog, and here's the website. It's Center for an InformedAmerica.com. I'll put it in the chat so you guys can access this, but only afterwards because I have to do it after. Anyway, I will put that afterwards. If I don't, tell me to do it. So anyway, this is a prologue that he wrote, and it's been preserved on his website from September 12th. See if I get kicked out again. That'd be funny. 2001. Let's go for 3. Anyway, this is about it's welcome to the new and improved police state, basically. It's September 11th, 2001, revisited. And this is because September 11th is coming up, so it feels like a good time to do this. Prologue 1. So he did multiple blogs about this, and they're all very oddly specific and prescient. So anyway, it starts out, welcome to the new and improved police state. Actually, I can share this. Hold on. I forgot I can do that. Let's follow along, shall we? Do-do-do-do-do. Alrighty there. Let's see if it's on screen. I put it out there. I'm sharing the screen. I tried. Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. All right, and I'll go deeper into the text with my handy dandy Zoom. Let's see if that looks good. It looks all right. Okay, cool. So anyway, we are going to see a great number of articles in the future from so-called experts and public officials. They will warn about more violence, more kidnappings, and more terrorists. Mass media, the armed forces, and intelligence agencies will saturate our lives with fascist scare tactics and predictions that have already been planned to come true. Conspiracy theorist Mae Brussel, 1974. I have a friend with whom I frequently disagree on matters of politics. He thinks that I am a crazed conspiracy theorist, and I think that he is a reactionary fascist. There was one thing that we agreed on, though. A few weeks ago, I told him that our fearless leaders seemed to be veering dangerously close to unleashing tactical nuclear weapons upon the world. Although he seriously doubted that that was in fact the case, he readily agreed that such an action would be reckless and unconscionable. He stated that he couldn't envision any scenario under which such a strike would be justified, and that we should avoid at all costs crossing that threshold. Opening that door, he believed, could only serve to escalate tensions and make this a much more dangerous world in which to live. He was one of several people who called me yesterday to discuss the alleged terrorist attacks upon America. During the course of that call, he stated flatly that when the perpetrators were identified, they and their backers should be nuked. When I reminded him of our conversation of just a few weeks before, he said that things have changed now. I asked if he had considered whether that wasn't perhaps precisely the point of the attacks. Unfazed, he reiterated his belief that I am a crazed conspiracy theorist. Excuse my cynicism here, but have we Americans completely lost our ability to think? Are we now so thoroughly brain dead that we are completely reliant on our media outlets with their endless supply of experts to make sense of events in the world? Are we really that stupid? Yes. Or do our leaders just think that we are? The actions taken on the morning of September 11th were crimes, horrendous crimes against humanity, to be sure, but in the final analysis, not so very different from any other crimes. And the first step in solving any crime is to look at who had a motive and who had the means and opportunity to commit said crime. As for motive, we are being asked to believe that a band of Islamic terrorists are the most likely suspects, but is that really the case? Was it a state-sponsored terrorist group that had the most to gain by launching such an assault? Or was it our own political, corporate, and military leaders? While the people of the Palestinian territories may well be dancing in the streets today in celebration of the blow struck against the United States, they certainly won't emerge as the winners in this national tragedy. When the bombs begin to rain down upon them, yikes, as they certainly will, the loss of life, property, and hope will be far more profound for them than it will be for the people of New York. Their short-term victory will be a hollow one indeed. This is certainly not to suggest that there are no governments, groups, or organizations around the world or within these borders that have legitimate grudges against the United States government. The numbers of such entities are legion. 200 years of imperialistic covert and overt military ventures have created a lot of enemies of the American ship of state and a tremendous amount of residual bitterness. Yet none of these groups stood to gain by launching such an attack. The United States, on the other hand, has much to gain in the aftermath of this chapter of American history. I am not talking here, of course, about the people of this country who will pay a steep price for the carnage of September 11th. Big Brother has assured us that we will be protected from future acts of this sort, and we will welcome with open arms the repressive, overtly fascistic reforms that will be enacted. The people of this country and of the world are always the ones to pick up the tab for acts of gross governmental malfeasance. The people of some hapless country or countries that is identified as the culprit will pay with their lives and the lives of their children. The people of America and much of the Western world will pay with the wholesale stripping away of their remaining human, civil, and privacy rights. Such a scenario only serves to benefit those who sit at the top of the food chain. Our elected leaders, who are elected only in the sense that every couple of years we are given a choice between two interchangeable candidates, will revel in the free rein they will be given to ram through legislation so appallingly reactionary that it would have been unthinkable just days ago. Military spending and the militarization of the country will escalate to a fever pitch. Welcome, my friends, to the new and improved police state, the largest, most powerful, and most technologically advanced police state the world has ever seen. With the much lauded U.S. economy tanking and unemployment figures hitting their highest levels in years, this will come in very handy for the powers that be. The ugly truth is that all anti-terrorist measures are designed not to protect the American people from attack or to protect our freedoms, but to protect wealth and power, specifically the unprecedented levels of wealth currently held by corporate America, and to restrict those very freedoms that threaten their hold on that wealth. This American tragedy, in other words, plays directly into the hands of the corporate and military elite of this nation, who have for years been propagandizing for a more belligerent and imperialistic foreign policy and for more repressive legislation here on the home front. Having been presented with a pretext to enact such measures, it is our leaders, elected or otherwise, who stand to gain the most from yesterday's bloodshed. As for the question of who had the means and opportunity to commit these crimes, the official story holds that they were the work of a well-organized foreign terrorist organization. Officials have acknowledged that the operation was an exceptionally well-planned and well-coordinated series of attacks that required months of planning and a large network of co-conspirators to pull off. So well-organized was the operation that government spokesmen and television talking heads, which are really the same thing, have been at a loss to explain some of the day's events. Many questions have been left unanswered, and some haven't been asked at all. Some of the answers that have been offered have strained credibility far past the breaking point. One question that has gone unanswered is how a plane was able to penetrate so deeply into the Pentagon's airspace, even after two other planes had already plowed into the World Trade Center towers. Despite the ridiculous current claims, the airspace surrounding the Pentagon is perhaps the most tightly controlled, militarily secure airspace in the world. This would be all the more true in the immediate aftermath of a large-scale terrorist attack on New York City. Claims have been made that even if the approach of the aircraft had sounded an alarm, it would not have been targeted due to the fact that it was a commercial aircraft with many innocent lives on board. Nonsense. Anyone who thinks that U.S. military intelligence personnel would hesitate to target a commercial airliner, particularly in light of the fact that 2 such aircraft had already been used in suicide attacks, is living in a media-induced fantasy world. The question then of how this plane was able to elude the Pentagon's formidable defenses is one that should receive close scrutiny from America's free and independent press. There is virtually no chance that that will happen. Another question that begs for an answer is how teams of presumably armed hijackers were able to breach the security measures of no less than 3 major airports and successfully hijack 4 separate flights. Contrary to the claims now being made, security precautions currently in place in U.S. airports are anything but lax. That fact was being implicitly acknowledged by This Morning as reports began to come in claiming that the hijackers had improvised weapons from razor blades and other items carried in their shaving kits. The network and cable news broadcasters reporting this story actually did so with straight faces. This scenario would be laughable were the story not such a tragic one. According to the latest official accounts, 3 to 5 terrorists boarded each of the hijacked aircraft. All of these terrorists, of course, were such religious fanatics that they had agreed to give their lives for the cause they believed in, and none of them presumably had second thoughts about that decision once the operation was underway. Does anyone really believe that a few guys wielding toothbrush handles embedded with razor blades could quickly and efficiently gain control of a commercial airliner? I would think that such a group would have their hands full trying to hold up a liquor store. How could, as has been reported, such a terrorist cell possibly simultaneously overpower the flight crews and corral all of the flight's passengers into the rear of the planes? I don't consider myself to be a particularly brave or heroic sort of guy, but I would not hesitate for a second to take on a couple of guys wielding toothbrushes, particularly if my life or the life of my family was on the line, and if I knew that I had some 60 people, the average number of passengers on the flights, behind me who would back me up. Maybe that's just me, but somehow I think most Americans would rise to the occasion. Nevertheless, these terrorist teams reportedly succeeded where so many other better armed terrorists have failed. The majority of hijacking attempts, as officials have acknowledged, end in failure. There hasn't been one to succeed in this country for a decade. And yet these teams succeeded, and on a spectacular scale, in 4 out of 4 attempts, and with only the most primitive of weapons. To what are we to attribute that fact? Don't look to the media for answers. Perhaps the most obvious question raised by the attacks, and one that officials have feebly attempted to answer, is now how the planning for such an operation could have escaped the attention of the country's intelligence services. Whenever such an event occurs, the intelligence agencies rather predictably hang their heads, slump their shoulders, and sheepishly grin as they explain their powerlessness to predict such things. We did the best we could, they explain, but our resources are limited, our adversaries formidable, and our sources not infallible. That's a real nice story, but the reality is that the CIA, along with the FBI, ONI, DIA, NSC, NSA, DEA, and virtually every other 3-letter acronym you could think of, constitutes the largest and most insidious intelligence network the world has ever seen. Its agents have fully infiltrated every foreign government on the planet, as well as every significant terrorist group and every domestic resistance movement that has ever posed even a remote threat to the goals of those who helmed the American ship of state. It is simply inconceivable that such an ambitious attack could have been planned, coordinated, and launched without the knowledge of numerous members of the national security state. That is the inescapable reality that no amount of media and government spin can erase, though politicians and their media puppets will work overtime to do exactly that. One need only to turn their television set off and their brain on, though, to see how preposterous is the claim that these attacks took the intelligence community by surprise. Perhaps the most disturbing question raised by the attacks is, what exactly caused the Twin Towers of the WTC to collapse? The impact of the planes affected only the upper floors of the towers. Their foundations were unaffected. The UK's Guardian acknowledged that the initial impact of the aircraft would result in less stress on the building than is normally caused by high winds. The buildings were specifically designed to handle such horizontal movement. The Guardian and its expert consultants conclude that the collapse of the buildings was the result of secondary explosions attributed to the delayed release of the large supply of jet fuel carried by the aircraft. How, though, could the ignition of the jet fuel have occurred as a delayed secondary explosion? As the endlessly played videotapes of the attacks graphically illustrate, the initial impacts resulted in enormous fireballs and the immediate engulfing of a portion of the buildings in flames. It is inconceivable that the aircraft's fuel tanks would not have burst upon impact, with their contents then immediately ignited. Indeed, if that wasn't in fact the case, then how are we to explain the initial explosions and fireballs that were witnessed by the world? What exactly was it that created this spectacular initial blasts if it wasn't the jet fuel? But if that was the case, what was it then that created these secondary explosions that appear to have occurred? These secondary blasts were acknowledged early in the day by an NBC newsman. The correspondent stated on the air that he had just talked with the fire department's public safety commissioner, who verified that large secondary explosions precipitated the collapse of the towers. A radio broadcaster on WLS in Chicago, according to a correspondent whose former colleague is a CBS journalist who was on the scene at the tower, said on the air that his colleague had witnessed an enormous fireball emanating from beneath one of the towers immediately before it came crashing down. What are we to make of these scattered reports, none of which received any follow-up coverage amidst the nonstop blizzard of media attention? To be sure, the collapse of the towers, captured on tape for all the world to see, had the decided appearance of controlled implosions, facilitated by the precise placement of technologically advanced explosives. The world has never before witnessed such complete destruction of a targeted building by an act of war or a terrorist assault. We have seen the United States target many a building for destruction. In the most recent military venture, we saw an embassy building and a television studio, among many others, take direct and multiple hits from state-of-the-art bombs and guided missiles. The buildings were devastated, to be sure, but the damage didn't come close to matching the pile of rubble that the Twin Towers were reduced to. We also saw a high-rise Israeli apartment building take a direct hit from an Iraqi Scud missile during the Gulf War. Actually, most of us probably didn't see that, except for those who happened to be tuned into CNN for the brief few moments when the footage was aired. As it turns out, that Scud missile was actually safely intercepted by a trusty Patriot missile, or so it was claimed, just as if the footage had never aired. The point, though, is that the building was hit and did suffer extensive damage, and undoubtedly at the cost of many lives. But again, the building, though sheared nearly in half, was in considerably better shape than the WTC towers. It occurred to me then that perhaps America has invested entirely too much time and money in pursuit of creating ever more powerful and efficient weapon systems. Who would have ever thought that the best weapon with which to reduce an entire tower to rubble was the plane itself? It doesn't even have to be a military plane, and any old commercial aircraft will do. Someone obviously should have followed up on the early work done in this area by the Japanese during World War II. In the final analysis, we must ask ourselves the following questions. Who had the means to get highly trained commando teams onto 4 commercial aircraft flying out of 3 separate airports? Who had the ability to violate the Pentagon's airspace completely unmolested and unchallenged? What weapons were really used to commandeer those aircraft, and who had the means to get them on the planes? Who had the ability to plan and execute such an ambitious, multi-pronged attack without the interference of the U.S. intelligence services? Who had the means to staff each of the 4 teams with at least one well-trained and suicidal pilot? Who had the means and opportunity to plant secondary explosive charges if, in fact, these were used? And finally, perhaps the most important question to be asked is, who stands to gain the most in the bleak aftermath? It is certainly not the American people or any resistance movement within these borders. It's definitely not the still to be identified target of the nation's wrath, which will likely include Iraq. That would seem to limit the remaining choices. It is quite possible, indeed quite likely, that members of some extremist group served as the foot soldiers of these attacks, but it is just as likely that they were used as pawns in the global chess game that serves as our collective reality. It is also likely that these terrorists were motivated by legitimately perceived grievances with the U.S. government. Those motivations weren't likely shared by their puppeteers, however, who cynically manipulated those belief systems to serve their own ends. Most of the participants probably did not know that they were embarking on suicide missions. Quite likely, only the pilots knew that, and they may very well have received a little more training than your average pilot. All of this is, by necessity, just speculation at this point. The true facts of the case will emerge over time in bits and pieces, mixed in with a healthy dose of disinformation. It matters little, though, in which direction those faces point. The facts point, sorry. The official story has already been written. It was previously mistakenly reported here that the woman making the call was the broadcaster's wife. She was actually a longtime colleague. The correspondent who alerted me to this report contacted the station to inquire about purchasing an audio tape of the broadcast for September 11th and received the following brief reply. Legally, we're not allowed to provide program tapes. Okay, scene. That's it. So there you go. That's the whole 9/11 thing I wanted to read. Dave McGowan, he died of cancer. How do you do it? It is what it is.
How did he do
After
it?
that.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that was L. Latham reading you from the 9/11 Book of Death. And I'm not sure exactly what the resource is. But I will say thank you, Al. And thank you for everyone for listening and tuning up. I believe we have the fabulous Oz Whistles in the wings here waiting to entertain us with something. What the Oz?
Thank you, Al.
Thank you, Al.
Oh, hello.
Hi, Oz.
Yeah, so don't mute your mics and stuff. This could be interactive. Could be. I have to do a change of scene here. Hang on. Don't know if this is going to work or not. Change of scene. Okay, nice backdrop there.
Sure. Whoa, check it out.
What?
Peaches, are you watching?
Nostradamus? Is it
Please on.
Whoa. Bird's real? Apple? He says apple.
Oh my goodness.
Give me a peanut. Peanut. Give me a peanut. Friends,
You gotta have
Stevers, and Burritonians, lend me your ears. You promise to give them back, more or less intact.
Look, Peaches.
I'm sure you all know where this is all going. Birds aren't real. Birds aren't real. Look. Price tags and everything.
Birds aren't real, he said. Peaches. Whoa. Take him. He's being feisty. Trying to get me.
He's just dancing.
No, he's not. He's not.
He's dancing.
So you could refer to me as Agent Johnson.
Agent Johnson.
What's this here? What's this? What's this?
From a long line of Johnsons and Cocky Johnson. Yes.
Ooh. Hey, Oz Whistles. Is this your internet?
No, Johnson. No.
No. Oh my God. Johnson has cut Oz's internet, and I don't know what to do about that. We're gonna bring Drew back up here because we got to come up with something here quick. Peaches is laughing hysterically. Thinks it's the funniest thing that's ever happened on the open mic.
What do you think, Peaches? You love it?
Do you love it? Apples?
What do you think? Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the Peaches loves it. Did you see your long lost cousin? Was your long lost cousin?
Wow.
Yeah.
Cocky Johnson, ladies and gentlemen, cut the internet all the way cut off all of Australia's internet with one fell swoop.
That was amazing.
Sharp beaks. They got
The
sharp
fact
beaks.
that Peaches got that excited about it was the best part too, because it was like not a fake excitement. Like
I think they're in cahoots, man. I think they might be working together.
I saw somebody said they said it must be their name must be Pears.
Maybe they're cream. Maybe it's Peaches and cream.
Makes sense. Well, how about this? I got one set up here.
No.
This was one I was happy with. That
What did you do?
the way Peaches looks at you, bro.
He's doing naughty shit now.
It's like a scary movie. I'm like sitting back.
Get out of here with you. No, I don't want him on me. That's the thing. And he knows it. He's like, I'm gonna be on you.
He's on the screen. He's on camera.
Dominant little fucker. Huh. You a dominant little fucker?
He wants your boobies.
Yeah. You see my boobies. I see you looking at them. I see you looking. All right. Now get out of here. Get out of here, kid. You bother me. All right.
All right. So right now I've got one song that I want to that's kind of meets my normal thing here. This is the kind of my hip hop stuff. But then I went and I worked with Travis, and he's not really hip hop. So I made as close as I could to it, and then I was like, you know what? Let me try and make something unique, I guess, with what he gave me, and then you gave me stuff. So I'm gonna play the one that I did with Travis, and then I'm gonna play the Friday one, only because I think that would come out pretty good.
Fuck so yeah, let's go.
We'll go with that. So here we go.
Welcome to my journey into space. Welcome to my journey into space. Come on my journey into space. Love this journey into space. High vibes, low-fi. Blast myself off to a space delight. Leaving a world behind. I don't mind, is this a trick? Man, space is legit. Check out these moons, peep on these stars. This parallel universe is taking us far. Outside this galaxy, what's left for me to see? This travel seems endless. Will this ship ever stop? Who cares? I don't want to get off. Take me to the next place. Beauty must be sought. Trust me, there's a lot. If you want to find it, don't sit back, find yourself spineless. Life beholds diamonds. Far back in time, I left all my bullshit behind. No more shine left in my face. So I took this journey to outer space. Met a few aliens, learned of the master plan. Seek the talent of the worlds and compile them. So here I am with my piece, a little part of me to share with the galaxy. This was my journey to space. This was my journey into space. Can't get enough of this journey into space. Come tag along, come with me. We can take a journey into space. You want what I got, likely you don't have it. The tenacity and skills, I make them my habits. I grow as a man each and every day. Work real hard, yet save time for play. Many haters exist and want what I have as I blaze up a blunt. They sitting looking sad with the swag, smelling my fire, wishing it's what they had. I know that they admire. I didn't ask for this, jealousy or not. If you need my assistance, leave you hanging, I will not. I'll teach you what I know, or we can learn together. But life doesn't scare me, so I survive the stormy weather. Like a hypothetical coat to protect me from the rain. Look out, motherfuckers, I'm in the fast lane. It shows you are not, laziness consumes many. Yet they want what you got, but they haven't any. Biggest problem is narcissism, it has so many caught. They see others succeed, instead of being inspired, they get fired up. They give it a try, but they quickly give up. See you climbing, nearing the top, but all they dream is that you fucking drop to the bottom, where they comfortably stand, avoiding responsibilities of a real man. It's easy, they just give up, reach adversity, don't have what it takes to overcome and see the treasures of working hard, owning their own business, handing people their card. Makes me feel like king shit. Why? Cause under my name it says that I'm the guy, the one to call when there's a tree near your home in the danger zone. I come and cut it down with bravery and grace, using the best tools available. I buy by having faith in myself. Worked hard and I earned them. All the things I have, I truly deserve them, and I'ma stay that way. Keep pushing hard each and every day. It may sound like arrogance, and the style is my way. If you want to emulate, don't wait. Take the steps today. The sooner you step up, the confidence will stay. You will need it to make it through this world. Don't give in to the temptation to quit. The feeling of reaching goals truly the shit. So how about you get some? Quit grabbing on my coattails, weak ass bums. It's not hard, just reach for the top. If halfway's all you make it, at least you didn't stop. You too can feel proud. Those in your presence will like when you're around. Then you too can smile big, cause it will be you. All the bums will be wishing that they are. I'm not a savant, I just bust my ass until I get what I want. You want it too, guess what, dudes? That's up to you.
I watch Steve so much it turns you on immediately. Look at that. It loves you, Steve.
What can I say? The YouTube algorithm is my friend.
Yeah, right.
Not at all. Just kidding. Just kidding.
What are you talking about?
Wait, huh? All right, so let me see.
Peaches is thirsty. Hey, I'm thirsty, Papa.
Thirsty.
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna.
All right, I got one request for a sea shanty, so we'll have to do that after Drew does his thing here, and doing a rip while we what? Oz Whistles is back. Hopefully, fucking Mr. Johnson, the cocky, didn't Agent Johnson didn't unplug all of Australia's internet, because that would be
that, and then
we don't want that.
Then that, and then that.
All right, Oz can do a sea shanty. Of course we can. Obviously. Obviously.
All right, you wanna hear me sing like a girly boy?
Please, by all means.
What is that?
I sang this special. All right, here we go.
I think all you're singing is special, Drew.
Come close. Let me show you everything I know. A jungle slang spinning around my head, and I stare while my naked fool, fresh out of an icky gooey wound, a woozy you, dopes up on her silky smooth perfume. Ride my little Pooh Bear, wanna take a chance, wanna sip the smooth air, kick it in the sand. I say I told you so, but you just gonna cry. You just wanna know those peanut butter vibes. My simple sir, this ain't gonna work. My wicked words and tipsy-topsy slurs. I can't take this place, no, I can't take this place. I just wanna go where I can get some space. Truth be told, I've been there, I've done this all before. I take your blue, I curl it up and puff it into blues. Ride my little Pooh Bear, I wanna take a chance, wanna sip the smooth air, kick it in the sand. I say I told you so, but you just gonna cry. You just wanna know those peanut butter vibes. My simple sir, this ain't gonna work. My wicked words and tipsy-topsy slurs. I can't take this place, no, I can't take this place. I just wanna go where I can get some space. Hold my hand and flow back to the summertime. Tangled in the willows, now our tongues are tied. How can I believe you? How can I be nice? Dripping round the tree stumps in your summer smile. Ride my little Pooh Bear, wanna take a chance. Wanna sip the smooth air, kick it in the sand. I say I told you so, but you just gonna cry. You just wanna know the peanut butter vibe. My simple son, this ain't gonna work. My wicked words and tipsy topsy slow. I can take this blame. No, I can take this blame. I just wanna go where I can get some space. I can get some space.
Hell yeah, homie.
That was awesome.
That shit was cool. I was totally like fucking. I'm like, oh, I hear all kinds of guitar parts on it.
The actual song not done over a karaoke on YouTube is very song there. I find the video very sexy. It might be a little too hot for Al.
Uh-oh.
All right. Let's see, ladies and gentlemen, we have Mr. Oz Whistles with a storied song of yesteryear.
Yay!
Oh, yeah. I wanted to, because you said sea shanties, and I've got a favorite one, but I've forgotten all the words. And,
You're gonna need some rum.
yeah, you need rum. You need some rum to sing a sea shanty.
Exactly.
No, I know a couple of verses, but I won't be able to do all of it. And then I'll do another one, which I pulled up the lyrics for.
Okay.
It's my second favorite sea shanty. Okay, this one. Let's see how my singing voice goes. Now gather round, ye Orkney sailors, and listen for a while to me, as I relate a dreadful story committed on the briny sea. Anyway, then I've missed a couple of verses, and one of the verses is, the captain ordered him to swallow a thing whereof I shall not name. The sailors all grew sick with horror aboard the vessel, the Master Jane. That's the only verses I know of that. I wish I knew the whole thing. Well, probably not, because it goes on forever. They just do all these awful things to this sailor. And,
yes. Those are the best ones, because just like people losing limbs,
Gosh.
being impaled with certain things, certain ways.
So here's another one. I don't know if my voice is up to it, but this one's normally sung by a bunch of guys a cappella, and to me, it just got the essence of the just the cadence of working on a sailing ship. Here we go. Just got to find my note. It's of a merchant's daughter brought up in Callao. Hurrah, me yellow girls, do let me go. She took me in the parlor and said, why you give me go? Hurrah, me yellow girls, do get me go. Doodle let me mow me girls, doodle let me go. Hurrah, me yellow girls, doodle let me go. All around the sofa, lads, and wasn't it a show? Hurrah, me yellow girls, do let me go. About the hour of 12 o'clock, a man, he came on home. Hurrah, me yellow girls, do let me go. Do let me go, me girls, do let me go. Hurrah, me yellow girls, do let me go. As I was out there walking down by the riverside, hurrah, me yellow girls, do let me go. It was here I seen a pretty girl swimming in the tide, hurrah, me yellow girls, do let me go. Do let me go, me girls, do let me go, hurrah, me yellow girls, do let me go. As I was out there walking all in the bright moonlight, hurrah, me yellow girls, do let me go. It was there I seen a girl swimming under her eyes, hurrah, me yellow girls, do let me go. Do let me go, me girls, do let me go, hurrah, me yellow girls, do let me go. I wish I was in Madame Gachet's down in Callao, hurrah, me yellow girls, do let me go. Where the girls hold on your bobstay and they never let it go, hurrah, me yellow girls, do let me go. Do let me go, me girls, do let me go, hurrah, me yellow girls, do let me go. Well, cast a line round Madame Gachet's and tow it all away, hurrah, me yellow girls, do let me go. We'll tow it back to Liverpool all the way from Callao, hurrah, me yellow girls, do let me go. Do let me go, me girls, do let me go, hurrah, me yellow girls, do let me go. Do let me go, me girls, do let me go, hurrah, me yellow girls, do let me go. Or something like that.
Heck yeah.
These are good old sea shanties.
Very
Anyway,
nice.
You said sea shanty, there was a sea shanty.
There was. Trish
That's
T.
great.
Ask and ye shall receive.
I know. Look at that, Trish. Peaches likes it. Look at
Yeah.
Steve.
Yeah, it was like that was nice. Oh no. Peaches. It's Cocky Johnson. Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna bark now? You're gonna bark now?
Rough. It was Cocky Johnson. Oh boy. All right. I don't know.
No, that wasn't the best picture.
All right. So you ready for the Friday song?
I am.
We're running out of time. And
Let's do it, people.
Here we go.
Here we go.
This is a mix down of you and I and my friend Travis all putting pieces together from everybody's house. Nobody was sitting in the same house for this particular project, and it still turned into something, and that's pretty awesome. So I think this is the right one.
Some kind of witchcraft, man.
Multiple forms of music ensnared together into one. A little bit of old-timey funk.
All right, I'm going to build this loop so Drew can have something really profound and groovy.
There's some old school hip hop. Something special coming down in this drop. on, everybody? It's Friday night. Where you at? We've got all the fun right here. Don't miss your chance. It's Friday night, and we feel alright. That there is no denying. Don't bother, no use trying. Much love to all. Let my singing voice ring and be my mighty call. Now grab a drink or some mighty green. Let's get this party rocking up, see. With our hands in the air and not a care. 'Cause it's Friday night. Yes, it's Friday night. It is Friday night. No one drives, everyone gets home safe, no matter what time they arrive. 'Cause it's Friday night, we just turned on the light.
So it's Friday night. I said it's Friday night. You feel alright. I said it's Friday night. You feel alright. Everything's alright. Everything's alright. Said alright.
So grab your dancing shoes, come on with Lucky, Steve, and Peaches too. Gonna be one hell of a rendezvous. 'Cause it's Friday night. Yeah, it's Friday night. Sure not Monday. Hump off Wednesday. It's Friday night. It's Friday night. End of the week, time in my yard. Friday night, I choose not to work hard. Save my strength for fun and adventure. Take the kids on a swim or to the gym, depending on the weather. Regardless of where, it's Friday night. Gonna be the best day yet. Yeah, it's Friday night.
All right. It's enough of that.
God damn it. Remove. There we go. Drew's still muted. You're muted. Stop muting. No, you're muted. No, you're muted. All right. Whoa, stop it.
It's always me.
There we go. So that was weird and cool.
Yeah.
I liked it, and it was very weird, and it was very cool. Did you rhyme rendezvous with Peaches too?
Yes, I did.
He heard it.
He's like, yeah, that bitch said my name, son.
Said Lucky Steve and Peaches too.
That's fucking funny shit.
Did you hear your name?
Right.
Didn't you? Yeah.
Right.
He's like,
Right.
yeah. He like made like a reassuring chirp. Like, yeah. Okay.
Right.
All right.
Hey, me. He said me.
He said you. He said you. Your name.
That
He
Drew
said it.
guy. He did it.
Did Drew say your name? Yeah.
From 100 miles away, man.
He said,
He's hundreds of miles away. And he said your name on the TV. We were watching TV.
Man, it's a good thing it's not Friday night.
No,
Saturday.
It's Saturday, bro.
I had a thought in my head where I was going to mute it every single time it would say Friday and just sit here and say Saturday.
Just punch in Saturday.
Saturday. And just that'd be
Yeah.
It would work. It would work.
That would work probably. I mean, be worth trying.
I would do it like 2-3 times, but I'm kind of stoned, and so I'd end up doing it wrong after a couple tries, and then it would just be a bust.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna sing a song. God damn it!
All right, motherfucker.
Because why not? Right?
we have to get Salty to come in here on he's supposed to be
Yeah,
here.
he's probably tending bar somewhere. He's doing his own. I'll have to go search and see if I can find Salty streaming from his thing, and then we'll just stream him into our thing and fuck them all up. It'll be great.
Makes sense.
Ladies and gentlemen, Drew Stankiewicz on the fucking 1s and 2s and the 3s and 4s and the fancy rhymes about birds and rendezvous. Okay, let's do it.
Jesus, you didn't have to fly onto me. Yeah, we gotta tell JB to come on. In Rome.
Yeah. We were watching TV. We were watching TV. In Tiananmen Square, lost my baby there. My yellow rose and her bloodstained clothes. She was a short order pastry chef at a dim sum dive at the Yangtze Tideway. She had shiny hair. She was the daughter of an engineer. Won't you shed a chair for my yellow rose, my yellow rose, in her bloodstained clothes. She had perfect breasts, she had high hopes, she had almond eyes, she had yellow thighs. She was a student of philosophy. Won't you grieve with me for my yellow robe? Shed a tear for her bloodstained clothes. She had shiny hair, she had perfect breasts, she had high hopes, she had almond eyes, she had yellow thighs. She was the daughter of an engineer. So get out your pistols, get out your stones, get out your knives, cut them to the bone. They are the lackeys of the grocer's machine. They build the dark satanic mills that manufacture hell on earth. They bought the front row seats to Calvary. They are irrelevant to me. And I grieve for my sister. People of China, do not forget the children who died for you. Long live the Republic. Did we do anything after this? I had a feeling we did. We were watching TV. We were watching TV. We were watching TV. We were watching TV. She wore a white bandana that said freedom now. She thought the Great Wall of China would come tumbling down. She was a student. Her father was an engineer. Won't you shed a tear for my yellow robe? Won't you shed a tear for her blood-stained clothes? Yeah, her grandpa fought old Shanghai Shek, that no-good, low-down, dirty rat. He used to order the troops to fire on the women and children. Imagine that. Imagine that. And in the spring of 48, Mao Zedong got quite irate, and he kicked that old dictator Chiang out of the state of China. Yeah, Shanghai Shek came down in Formosa, and they armed the island of Guillermo, and the shells were flying across the China Sea. And they turned Formosa into a shoe factory called Taiwan. And she is different from Cro-Magnon man. She's different from Anne Boleyn. She's different from the Rosenbergs, from the unknown Jew. She is different from the unknown Nicaraguan. Half superstar, half victor. She's a victor star, conceptually new. And she is different from the dodo and from the kangabono. She is different from the Aztec and from the Cherokee. She's everybody's sister. She's symbolic of our failure. She's the 1 in 50 million who can help us to be free. Because she died on TV. She's everybody's sister. She's symbolic of our failure. She's the 1 in 50 million who can help us to be free. All right. Little Roger. Mr. Waters. From the What God Wants album, if you didn't know.
Okay, so Jilly has a thing to share.
Sweet.
She put it here.
Put it where?
In the chat.
Okay, so send me the thing and then...
I don't know. I'm trying to see how to send it to you.
Okay.
I think... Okay, here's a video. iCloud. I don't know how to
Barbara Bartleson.
So sending. Is it coming through?
Not yet.
Does it send?
Yeah, it's iClouding me something.
Yeah.
I can see clearly now. The iCloud's gone. Wait, that's not right. iCloud photos. It's a video, is what I'm thinking here. Is this a video or a photo? This is one video. I'm gonna download. Can you download? I don't know. Sign in and import. I don't know what that means. I'm just gonna download. Your download will begin shortly. Okay.
Oh, Drew, that's crazy. You got to talk with Skyla about that spider. Skyla loves spiders.
Hell, it is when I do the thing.
Skyla has jumping spiders. They're tiny.
Tiny jumping spiders. Oh, I love the jumping spiders. Don't you love a jumping?
Safeway finally stocked some. They stocked spiders, gamer.
Finally.
Gosh.
Finally, a good spider outlet. That's awesome. Okay, that's not the thing I want to share.
Oh, mutual aid said their friend's crawl space was loaded with black widows. Oh.
Yeah. Okay, that's not it either. Why is it not doing that? Okay, stop sharing that for a second because that's not the thing. The thing was another thing. There, that's the thing. Why do you share that? I know why. I got it. You got to drag that sucker right into the thing. Otherwise, it won't see it. Okay. All right, we're almost there, ladies and gentlemen. This is a...
it's a Jilly Love clip.
It's a Jilly Love clip, and it's gonna happen eventually here. I've almost gotten it. Airdrop. That's what. Okay.
Really come this thing.
Why am I having so much trouble here? I found it. Okay, never mind. No problemo. Let's see. We'll put that back on there, and then we'll go back over and get that thing from here, right there. Put that, chuck that right in there. That should fucking open up right in there. I think. Is it doing that?
Barbara.
It's not doing that. See if I can do this. It will do it.
Oh my gosh. Peaches is drinking water that all of a sudden shakes it right out all over me. Yeah, like that was on my face. That was my face. Yeah. Yeah. It wasn't nice. No. I didn't like it. No. No. It wasn't nice.
It doesn't want to open with Brave for whatever reason or a browser. It's like fuck you.
Well, that's weird.
Jerk face. It's like I don't wanna. I want to open it with QuickTime. Okay, it opens with QuickTime, but how do I share my QuickTime with
Cadillac Centaur?
StreamYard? Let's see. Let's get rid of that. We don't need to share that. This is that. Okay. I know how to do it. I'm a jackass. Okay. Don't everybody panic. I've got it under control, okay? Don't you worry about it. You too, Peaches. Here we go. Hold on.
And I was like, oh, I didn't make it home last night. And then I found another one, and now I know what happened to the other one. You see that spider? There's a spider. And it's got the bee. It's not coming out very clear, is it?
Okay, well, it took me a while, but I got it. Did you think I wasn't going to be able to? I thought I wasn't going to be able to either because I couldn't do it for whatever reason. Very
Julie
difficult.
said can't hear me.
Yeah, it was really low volume. I had it cranked up as loud as I could make it.
Yes, Peaches is very conversational.
And Peaches is being a chatty Cathy.
So
Julie said that we see the
found
white
a bee
spider.
this morning, and
White
it was
spider.
dead. And
I
was
want to see it
oh,
again.
I
Where's the
didn't make it
spider?
home last
Peaches?
night. And then I found
No.
another one, and now I
Where's
know
the
what happened to the other one. You see that spider? There's a spider. And it's got the
There.
bee. It's
Yeah.
not very clear, is it?
Okay, I seen the spider. Hell, I seen it. I seen it, you guys. Peaches, why are you being so freaking noisy tonight, man?
Peaches. Are you being noisy?
All right. Let's see. What's going on? What the fuck is happening? I don't know, Steve.
Catholic Center was
There it
talking
is.
about Peach's vocal cords and how birds have them. Yeah. They have a as evolution happened, it was either going to be the birds or us, and it just happened to be that it was us.
He's
But
like,
you
"Fuck
too."
you."
What are we doing? We're doing open mic. What are you doing? Aren't you doing open mic? No, I was gonna say.
Stop it.
I'm sure that sounds lovely.
Yeah.
That's getting him excited. He's like jumping up and down on my shoulder.
He likes that sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like it? Now he's putting his wings up. You're whacking me in the side of the face. What are we doing?
All right, Peaches now.
Okay, come on. Come on, step up. No. No, you're too excited. Come on, step up. Step up. Step up. Come on. Step up.
Desperado, why don't come to your senses? You've been out riding fences for so long now. Peaches, you're a hard one. I know you got your peaches. Yeah, these things that are pleasing you could hurt you somehow. Oh, don't your feet get cold in the wintertime? The sky won't snow and the rain won't shine. It's hard to tell the night time from the day. Yet it seems to me some fine things have been laid upon your table, but you only want the ones that you can't get.
Stop. Stop.
Oh, desperado.
Stop.
Oh, you ain't getting no younger, and your pain and your hunger, they're driving you home. Yeah, then freedom, oh, freedom, that's just some people talking. Your prison is walking through this world all alone. Oh, but don't your feet get cold in the wintertime? Sky won't snow and the sun won't shine. It's hard to tell nighttime from the day. Yeah, you're losing all your highs and lows. Ain't it funny how the feeling goes away? Desperado, why don't you come to your senses? Come down from those fences, yes, and open the gate. Yeah, it may be raining, mama, but there's a rainbow above you. You better let somebody love you. Oh, you let somebody love you. You better let somebody love you. Yeah, before it's too late. Too late. Yeah. All right.
Peaches is mad. I put a big binder clip on his stand.
Yeah, he's trying to get it out. He's gonna I'm gonna bite this bar off. And I'll be able to slide this thing right off. Is that a lot of fun, Peaches? It's like I almost got it.
Yeah, you figure somehow he's gonna figure out how to use that. What's it doing? It's on your cage. What are you gonna do with it?
Okay. I tranced out a little there for a second.
Yeah, me too.
Just for a second, just for a minute, just to see if you guys are paying attention. My phone is
I think Drew's saying something.
stupid phone. I guess it contemplating to send the bastard. I don't know what that means.
Good night, Lady Alex.
Good night, Lady Alex. I
Thank
was
you
gonna
for
play
doing your doing the reading the Caitlin Johnstone tonight. That was beautiful.
I was gonna
It's really powerful.
play a song for her. So hold on, don't leave yet.
Oh, hang on, Lady Alex.
Do-do-do-do-do-do. Well, I was driving home early Sunday morning through Bakersfield, listening to the gospel music on a colored radio station. And the preacher said, you know, you always have the Lord right by your side. And I was so pleased to be informed of this that I ran 20 red lights in his honor. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. Well, I had an arrangement to meet a girl, and I was kind of late. Yeah, I thought by the time I got there, she'd be off with the nearest truck driver she could find. Much to my surprise, there she was, sitting in the corner, a little bleary, a little worse for wear and tear. Was a girl with far away eyes. So if you're down on your luck and you can't harmonize, find a girl with far away eyes. And if you're downright disgusted and life ain't worth a dime, you get a girl with far away eyes. Well, the preacher kept on saying that all I had to do was send $10 to the Church of the Sacred Bleeding Hearts of Jesus, located somewhere in Los Angeles, California. And next week they'd say all my prayers on the radio and all my dreams would come true. So I did. And next week I got a prayer with a girl. You know what kind of eyes she got. Well, if you're down on your luck and you can't harmonize, you need a girl with faraway eyes. And if you're downright disgusted and life ain't worth a dime, you get a girl far away eyes. All right. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for tuning in on the open mic night
That was great.
of nights. Whoa. That just jumped right back in there like a son of a bitch.
Julie had another one that she shared.
All righty. Where is it?
I didn't send it to you yet.
Okay.
Do you want me to airdrop to send it?
Yeah. I think this will be the last thing. We'll wrap it up with this. We shall wrap it up, baby. Now I see what Drew did. He made me into a spider.
What?
I'm a spider now. Do you see?
Oh my god.
I am a spider.
All right, I sent it.
I see you did. I got to do some stuff before I can make it play. I think. Let me see if it will just play if I click on it. Will you? Yes, it will. Okay, I don't have to do anything. Now I can just share-size it. I will share-size that sumbitch right now. And booyah. Look at that. It's not gigantic, but it'll work. I can make it bigger. Let's make it a little bigger. There we go. All right. Now, hopefully this sound is, as good as it's supposed to be. Wait a minute. There we go. Okay, Jilly, have you thought about adopting adults? Because
Yeah.
we want to live in your backyard.
Yeah, can we do that?
Can I just make a teepee or a lean-to or something? I don't know.
We can put a yurt.
A yurt. We need a yurt. We only got a yurt to do it.
You thought about adopting adults.
Well, thank you very much, you guys, for tuning in and checking out the old open mic. Thank you all for all you beautiful people that contributed. Remember, it's open to everyone. Anybody's got anything to share, like those beautiful fucking images from Jilly's place. Anything.
K to the C said, "Hey Steve, it's been a while."
K to the C, what up? Yeah, all of y'all people that I haven't seen in a
Can I
minute.
have the I could rent you K to the C.
It's very nice to see all of you, and thank you for playing along on the home game.
Don't end the stream though.
Okay.
I want to wrench them.
Okay, and wrench them up. Wrench them up. But thank you for tuning in once again on a Saturday evening. I appreciate it. And we will catch you on Sunday on the Lucky Burrito channel. She and Elle will do their magical talkings that they talk and they do the things and they show evidence and pose questions and answer them and all kinds. They do all sorts of things that you're definitely not going to want to miss. What the hell is that, dude?
Did he just do that?
He just pulled that right off and put it on the floor.
What the?
You're such a little dick. He's like, yeah, I did. Man, what are you going to do about it? I'm a fucking bird. All right, so he bit it through? Little fuckhead. You're such a jerk.
This is from Turkey.
Oh, Peaches, you little worm.
And then Thursday.
That's how you insult a bird, everyone. If you didn't know, you call them the thing that they eat.
And Thursday, we're going to have Snork on, and we're going to talk about not only the water crisis in Jackson, but everybody's backyard. The water crisis everywhere.
We got married in a fever.
So
hotter
tune in
than a
because it
pepper
affects you
sprout.
Personally. We're going to be covering every single body's backyard, everybody's water. Every person that comes onto the stream and watches the stream, we are going to be covering your water. So
I hope you guys can appreciate the complexity and the harmony that exists when like Lucky is explaining something and she says the word Jackson and I just start singing Johnny Cash in the background. There's like a thing there. It's a good it's a natural balance. And thank you all for balancing us all as much as you do. What
did Drew say?
I don't know. See you in the chat, man. That's Barbers. I don't know.
Oh yeah, Camp Dada. Yeah, they're doing that too. Yeah, Drew. Haters are gonna hate, and we just don't focus on that. That's all.
That's right. Everybody sign up to Drew. Everybody sign up to everybody, and we love you. And we will see you Sunday, and that's tomorrow, or it's now, but later. We'll see you later today.
Julie said your beard is sparkling.
It's magical.
It is. It is sparkling.
It's magicals. I've got the electricals happening on the magicals.
Yeah, I don't know what's with the lighting's no different than it normally is.
No. The lighting makes me look funny. Tell me if I look weird in this light. It seems like it looks all right, but
the microphone disappeared.
I feel different. My legs feel thinner in this.
Oh God!
In this outfit,
I don't know. You have pretty skinny legs. like Steve has really little dainty legs. He does.
Yeah,
for real.
I do. Look, they're tiny. You get some leg warmers on them bitches. It gets cold up here.
No, but you really in real life have little legs.
Hush. Damn legs, though. Exactly. Yeah.
Damn legs.
All right, folks. We
now
love you.
You guys have nightmares.
Now you will have nightmares of a furry little man with skinny legs, a bald head, and a big beard, chasing dust bunnies down in the darkest recesses of your bedroom. I love you all. Good night. Say good night, Mama.
Good night, Mama.
Peace out, Girl Scouts. We'll see you next time.
Namaste.